guys, alright, right off the bat, I want to apologize because apparently the link I put in the description for my tier list didn't work. So it wasn't clickbait. I did try and make a tier list. I am going to give it to you live right now. I didn't mean to not take you to the real one. I promise I'm going to try and do it now. Try and save it. Alright, it did let me save it. It did let me save it. But, Bishop, can you do me a favor, man? Can you do me a favor? Seriously, I need some help on this one. I need a favor. Because I made the mistake and I posted that video to the Reddit post, and I'm sure a lot of people clicked it, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I did just figure out how to save it, and I do have the link. So I'm gonna need you to share this video to the Reddit post, because I'm gonna talk about my tier list right now. Alright? Can you do that for me? Can you be my PR dude for this evening?
Fight.
Alright. So without further ado, and I actually think I could probably go edit the link. I have the list in front of me. I'm going to say it in this video, but I'm also going to edit the link in the description. However, I wouldn't be against it if you wanted to write it down. Alright. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up.
Fight.
So, the bottom tier, which I'm going to call the D tier, is not Kano, the D tier, I'm sorry, Cetrion, D'Vorah, and Kotal Khan. Alright, Cetrion just seems to me like a generic character. It's not fair because I haven't used her, but I am reading what a lot of people are saying, and from what everybody's saying, she's low tier as hell. D'Vorah, you guys saw me play as D'Vorah. What can I tell you? D'Vorah is horrible. Nobody plays it as D'Vorah in the main circuits, and if they did, they're gonna go out quicker than Sonic Fox in an MK11 tournament. Alright. Kotal Khan. Kotal Khan. What can be said about Kotal Khan? Kotal Khan has great moves. He really has great moves. Alright? But those moves do no damage. Kotal Khan needs a buff. I mean, needs a buff now. And I'm not the only one that says that. I used Kotal Khan a little bit in X, and Kotal Khan was a lot of freaking fun. Not the case here in Mortal Kombat 11. Kotal Khan is not fun. Kotal Khan is like a chore. Alright, for the C tier, we have Kano, Cassie Cage, and Geras. I'm gonna start with Kano. Kano used to be my main man. Kano in Mortal Kombat X was a ton of fun. His commando variation, I used to knife the hell out of people. I even had a corner combo that I would do that would take out half or 3/4 of my opponent's life bar. And in this game, they turned him into more of a grappler instead of a knife user, and it just doesn't play to his strengths. Not fun. Not fun at all. Cassie Cage. Cassie Cage is another one. She was so much fun. She was a lot faster. Her kicks would do a ton of damage. Her punches would do a ton of damage. And she was just fun to use. They slowed her down. They made her less effective. And it doesn't bode well. Her style does not bode well in this game. Geras. Not much can be said about Geras. Geras, to me, he looks cool, and his role in the story as kind of like the Terminator-ish pursuit character is awesome. But he's not fun to use. He's boring, he's bland. I kind of wish there was a little bit more to him. So that's Geras. He's not fun. Now for the B tier. The B tier are characters that I haven't got a lot of time with. I'm just giving you my impressions of what I've done with them so far. Fight. And the first player in the B tier is Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn seems to be fun, but he's not one of those fast characters who eludes things quick, and he doesn't do one thing particularly better than the other. He is a rush down character, but his moves are very slow to do, and it leaves you very open to be punished. And as far as I can tell, He's got no range stuff other than the spear. So that's my impression of Shao Kahn. I hope to use him more, and I hope that he gets promoted up to the next tier. Raiden. Raiden is next. And it hurts me to say because I've been a Raiden fan for my whole time playing Mortal Kombat as a series. Okay? Raiden is long, lanky, and awkward. His moves are not particularly good. He's got demon teleports, which is weird. Or rather, demon advances. His electric fly is slow on startup. It's very weird. Very, very weird. And I have to put Raiden there because he's just not fun to use. He's a chore to use. For someone like me, anyway. Next person, yet another one that I haven't used a lot, and I'm gonna delve into a little bit more, is Collector. His moves are very weird and unorthodox. I'm gonna try and give him more of a chance to move up to the A tier. Frost. I've done some work with Frost. Her damage is okay. In my opinion, the only advantage Frost has over everybody else is that her fatal blow is full screen. And it's quick on startup. Nothing particularly special about her, except for the fact that she looks cool. Alright. And the final person in the B tier is Jacqui Briggs. I don't feel like she's very fun to use. She's almost like Hwoarang from Tekken, where all her moves are basically kick-based, and if you can get them in the clinch. Once again, Jacqui gets a variation where she's very prone to spamming her opponents out. They did it with MKX with the full auto, and they basically did it with her kicks in this game. Now for the A tier. These are the characters that are really good, but aren't quite top tier. Jax. Jax is a great rushdown character. I love his rushdown, but he's not a zone character. If you can keep Jax on the outside, you've effectively neutralized his power, and he's easier to beat. Okay? Next is Kabal. I've heard a lot of people say Kabal is more on the lower tier. I enjoy Kabal. Kabal has a very nice rushdown personality to him, due to his speed and the hook swords and all that. He's one of those characters that you just have to know how to use. You have to know what to do and when. Kabal is a very situational character, and not a lot of people like that. You can only use Kabal in certain situations. And unfortunately, a lot of people are either zone or rushdown, and there's no in between. So they think he's low tier. To me, he's actually pretty high level. Alright, this might come as a shock to Bishop. Next in the A tier is Sub-Zero. That's right, Sub-Zero is not top tier. He's close, but he's not top tier. I like the fact that Sub-Zero has more than the Ice Ball as a projectile. He's got that Death Sickle Barrage, which is basically ice shurikens that pretty much have bleeding damage. Very minimal bleeding damage, but it's effective in keeping your opponent away from you. Alright. He's also got great rushdown tactics as well, with the axe and the slide. He's got all that. His combos are crazy. Again, not top tier though. Erron Black is next. Erron Black has a good mixture of both rushdown and zone. I'm just not a fan of it. Not a fan of the character. He was okay in X, and I used him a little bit. But, in my opinion, he's not great. He's a pretty generic character by all means. And he's kind of Mortal Kombat X and 11's version of Striker, where he's a human, basically. Doesn't have any sort of powers. So that sets him pretty low. He's not bottom. He's not the middle. He's almost there. Noob Saibot. And the only reason he's not top tier is because it got harder and harder for me to make a choice as to who is top tier or not. Noob Saibot is who you would expect. He has all of his moves. He's got the teleport. He's got the shoulder charge. He's got the slide. He's also got a hell of a fatal blow where he uses his clone as a tag team partner, sort of. The next spot goes to Kitana in A tier. And again, one more time, the only reason she's not top tier is because I needed to balance the chart out. She's good. She's really good. She's high level, but wait till you guys hear my top tier list. She's got a great mixture of zone and rush. That is why I'm a fan of the character. I've liked her since X, and even some of 9. And her story, her character development is pretty damn awesome. Finally, I'm not gonna say much, but Liu Kang is the character that rounds out the A tier. And that's because it doesn't take that much skill to play Liu Kang at a high level. one of his combos is simply four times. That isn't to say that I don't like Liu Kang, because Liu Kang was my main for a little bit, until I got to finding out better characters. I just wish Liu had a little more depth. Alright, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. The top tier list. Alright. I'm gonna go down to up. Alright. So the last person on my top tier list is Scarlet. Alright. She's got a lot of Catwoman's moves from Injustice. And I used Catwoman a hell of a lot. And I'm talking a hell of a lot. She's got a whip. She's got knives. Her projectiles are really good. She's got a move where she takes some of your life force and puts it into her. Scarlet is top tier. Alright, she is. That's all I can say on her. She's top tier. And I'm still looking for that maskless variation of her. Alright, next on the list, next to last, is Baraka. If you like rushdown characters, Baraka is your best bet. His blade moves are fast as hell. I played a Baraka online, and the guy nearly took almost over half my health in one combo. Baraka his moves are strong as hell, and I have a feeling he's gonna get a buff very, very soon. Moving on, in the almost middle of the road is Jade. Now, Jade is top tier because Jade has an unbelievable amount of reach with the bow staff. Her uppercut can hit you from almost 3/4 of the screen away, and she's got some really easy crushing blows that you can pull off effectively. If you hit the nitro kick 3 times, you will get a crushing ball, and it's got to be 3 times in a row. Jade has some really easy combos that you can just dial up and learn. Alright, rounding out my top 3. Number 3 is Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage has a hell of a lot of combo potential. His punches are lethal, and his kicks are even better. Alright, you want to be very careful when he gets in close, because next to Baraka, I'd say he's number 2 on the rushdown list. And the fact is, you can make up combos with Johnny as you go. Alright, they don't have to be in the move list.
Fight.
So when you hear the phrase dial a combo, think of Johnny Cage, because you can really dial up your own combos with him. Alright, number 2 on my list of top tier is Scorpion. What else can be said about Scorpion other than the fact that he's got the teleport and he's got the spear? That's all he's needed for 25 years, and that's all he needs now. He's good at the rushdown, and he can effectively stop a zoner if you time the spear correctly and drag them in towards you. So that's Scorpion. Now, my top tier character right now. And I have a feeling this person is going to get a buff. Sonya Blade. I can't say much about her voice acting because, quite honestly, Ronda Rousey is the worst I've ever heard. The actress from Annihilation was better than Ronda Rousey is. Okay? But as far as Sonya goes as a player, she's got lightning fast punches, and they're not weak punches. They take a decent amount of damage. But where Sonya really shines are her kicks and grabs. I believe that they modeled Sonya's fighting style on Ronda Rousey's own style. Which is fitting because Ronda can't box at all. So she just kicks a lot and grabs arms. I have a feeling that she is going to get nerfed in the near future. And it's a shame because our Mortal Kombat Combo Breaker champion, Scar, shout out to you, Scar. I don't know if you're ever gonna watch my videos, but whatever. It happens to Scar all the time. They nerfed Sonya heavily in MKX, effectively changing his game up, and I have a feeling they're gonna do the same to her here. Alright guys, that's my tier list, and now we'll just get to playing just for fun. I'd like to know what you think of my tier list, and if you thought I was talking out of my ass or not. I'm going to see if I can change the, the link in the description of my last video. Fight. To see if it will work. But first I'm gonna try something. So Bishop, what did you think of my tier list? Was I wrong? Was I right? Let me know.
Fight.
Just checking to see if the link works. And it does work. Alright, I'm gonna fix the link in the description. And hopefully people will see. What's up, guys? So, this is a short video. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Not like and I'm gonna put it down in the comments as well of the last video that I did.
Fight.
There we go. I think it might have worked. I think it might have worked. Alright, so let's change. Save the changes. And let's go into the comments section and fix that. Leave it in the comments. What's up, guys? So, just a short video. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. I'm sorry, you guys. ... It looks like I didn't leave the link. Exclamation point, here it is. It is. Holy. And it does work. I just put the link in the description and in the comments. So if you haven't seen my last video, go look at it. Alright, now that that's done, I'm gonna go and play now.
Fight.
Alright. What character should I try tonight? I got an idea. I got an idea. I got Alright, Yo, let's see. We're gonna do champion ladder here. I know I said he's like low tier, but I need to try.
You started the war with the Red Dragon?
Guilty as charged.
Giving you to them will end it.
Round one, fight.
Alright, so right away we got Kano and Sonya. Oh my god, he's slow, dude. Kano ball in the slam.
Nice bit of attacker.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's have a look at this move list. Blade toss. Blade toss. Okay. Blade toss, kick off. Lumbar check. Black Dragon Ball. Wow. It's not called the Kano Ball anymore. It's called the Black Dragon Ball. Alright, hold up.
Yeah.
This could be fun. Whoa. Hold on a second. Is the lumbar check a parry? Oh, that's garbage. Wow. Okay. All right. I think the lumbar check is a parry, in which that makes zero sense. And nobody lets you grab them in this game if you're a grappler. Unless you're Jax and you use the gotcha grab. But if you want to grab, Jesus.
wins.
Netherrealm. What in the world? Oh, jeez. Good lord. Alright, so in case you're just coming in, I just did a talk about my tier list
What?
that I made.
Gossiping with
Kronika has foreseen it.
Round one, fight.
And you can go back and watch this when it's all said and done, and then let me know what you think. Kano is not in my high list. Wow, okay, that is a parry. And it's not an effective one at that. It ain't very quick. Yeah. I am not a fan of this character.
Round two, fight.
Wow, okay. I can get beat because I really don't like this character. Yeah, guys, I can use this character. Kano is... I almost think I should have put him lower on the tier list. Instead, I'm going to go back and I'm going to use someone in my B list, and hopefully I can use them to move them up to the A list. And that person is, I've been getting a lot of requests to use this character live, and that's going to be Erron Black. But before I do that, we're going to back out of this, and we're going to make our own variation. So without further ado, let's go do that. Let's go do that. Oh, what I do? Shit. Alright, so guys, now we're gonna go make up this variation. Hopefully they let me use the name that I want to use because
Hey, what's wrong with you? Die.
You're giving him a heart attack.
That's
Barely touched down. He gave me a
because I really want to use this variation name. Hopefully it fits. Yes. Yes, we have our variation name. We have our variation name. Now we're gonna go and look at our gear. Oh yes, I dig that. I dig that. I honestly dig that. I even dig that even more. But there we go. There he is. There is the there's the right thing. Check out these rifles. Alright. Alright. So I think we're gonna go with that one. And for these, oh God, what? I think we're gonna go with naughty and nice there. We have unlocked a ton of skins. The first 2 rows for Aaron Black. That might be it. Nope, that's it. That's that. That is that. That is all that. I mean, I love the full-blown jacket Aaron Black too, but that's awesome right there. Alright, abilities. Abilities. Alright, we're not changing much, but we are adding 1 move. Okay.
Okay. Listen.
Ooh, and it destroys projectiles.
Listen.
I like it. I like it.
Exactly.
So here we are. We're working with our Clint Beastwood variation of Aaron Black. It's awesome. Can you turn off the light? Thank you. Alright. So Clint Beastwood. Classic Towers. Alright. Gonna go with the champion ladder. Because I actually want to see Aaron's ending. I want to see what he does with the time powers. And if you already know, don't tell me. Do not tell me.
Those who betray me suffer. Our contract died. You should have served me.
Round one, fight.
Alright. Wait. Whoa. Locked and loaded. That's not what I'm trying to do. That is also not what I'm trying to do. He's got some hand combos for sure.
Round
Goodness.
two, fight.
Why don't I have anything to do with the revolvers though? Seems like he's got a shoulder charge. Oh, there's the revolvers. Hey guys.
Brutality.
Iran. Ron. Iran, the greatest, like LeBron. I never claimed to be a rapper or lyricist, guys. Alright. Iran Black.
Enjoying these battles?
Happier than a dog with two tails.
Do you also enjoy getting hurt?
Round one, fight.
Alright, I'm doing a live stream right now, so you can still do it. I'm good, I don't care. I also want you to take a look at something on my elbow. My right elbow. Oh god.
Round two.
Are you Luke Tank?
No sir. I'm Aaron Black. A character that I barely ever used. That I'm trying for like the third time.
Yeah. You like him or?
A little weird.
Yeah.
Because he uses revolvers.
Not really. Kind of weird. For Mortal Kombat? Like, oh, this is like finishing move.
I guess anything goes. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Curb stomp. Yes. I like it. I like it. Oh no. At least he used his fatal blow now.
Did you see the Mets happened?
Did they lose?
They're about to. I mean, well, J.D. Davis hit a home run, and they were winning 3-2 into like the 7th, and then Bellinger hit like a 4-run home run or a grand slam to put them up, and they scored some more runs, and yeah, they're losing like right now.
Alright, so our first run with Aaron Black didn't go so well.
Is he fairly, like, how long has that character been around?
Enjoying these
Aaron
battles?
Black has
Happier than a dog with two
been
tails.
around since the last game.
Oh, okay, so not that long.
Enjoy getting
Nope,
hurt?
he's not
Round
nosy.
one, fight.
So, it's just so, like, the fact that he's got revolvers is so not Mortal Kombat.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, I don't think this is on right, do you?
Let's see. I tried to get as much as I could, but it's kind of. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll try to do that a little better. And if not, then it's fine.
By the way, my left shoulder is really killing me.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
What happened? So were you doing anything today with it, or?
I think I slept on it wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't think I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah.
That would be a bad thing.
Yeah. Try to avoid that today. So we'll see what blood pressure's at. You got pretty good.
Guys, I'm gonna be right back.